I got to thinking, we as entrepreneurs need to have something that we can quote unquote apply. It's more mental, right? That allows us to just easily wipe away the crap, wipe away the poop. People, whether it's seasonal, daily, monthly, they are going to dump on you. People are going to come into your life. Things are going to happen. Situations are going to happen. And it is going to be ugly. It's going to be messy. And if you don't have some type of protective coating for that, it's going to be hard to get off. It's going to be like that fish blood that dries and you have to scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub to get off. All right, guys, here we go. Another episode of the Freedom Factory. This one is going to be a little different, a little bit of storytelling, but I think the story will land. No pun intended. You'll understand that. It's here in a second. So as I'm speaking to you right now, we are preparing. Well, actually, by the time you hear this, we'll be back. We're heading up to Alaska for a trip. We're looking forward to it. And I've been making preparation. I've been making preparation to get all the stuff in order before we go. And some of you guys know I love the water. I love being on boats. And we have a couple boats that I use fishing and for fun and stuff. And they take a lot of maintenance. They sit out back, and we take necessary measures to protect them. But nevertheless, they always need maintenance. They always need work. And then there's these other elements too, like the weather, the rain. And so for one of the bigger boat, we've got a big canopy that goes over it, which takes its own maintenance and whatnot. But a couple times a year, we get this influx of blackbirds, and they love the cover, being under the cover in the shade. And well, they make a big mess. They do all kind of things to my boat. They use the bathroom. They poop all over my boat. And almost on a daily basis, I'm out there kind of just hosing them down in the mornings, or take a little break from work, walk out there, stretch my legs, hose everything off, keep the boat in good order. But I won't be able to do that for the next week because I'm going to be gone. And so whenever I have these extended periods, I have to put a coating over the top of the boat that protects it from, well, the coating was designed for like fish guts and blood. Okay. Hope that's not too graphic for you. That's what it was designed for, so that when you get back into port, you can easily hose the boat off and all that comes off. Because if you guys have ever got fish blood on a boat that dried from the sun, you absolutely know how hard that is to get off. So putting this stuff down allows it to come right off. Extremely slick. So I put that all over the boat. This morning, I was actually doing a call with a leader from Australia while I was putting it on the boat, slipping and sliding and getting it all put on. And I told her what I was doing, a little bit of a funny conversation. What does that have to do with the Freedom Factory? Like, what does the boat and the birds and their poop have to do with the Freedom Factory? I got to thinking, we as entrepreneurs need to have something that we can quote unquote apply. It's more mental, right? That allows us to just easily wipe away the crap, wipe away the poop. People, whether it's seasonal, daily, monthly, they are going to dump on you. People are going to come into your life. Things are going to happen. Situations are going to happen. And it is going to be ugly. It's going to be messy. And if you don't have some type of protective coating for that, it's going to be hard to get off. It's going to be like that fish blood that dries and you have to scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub to get off. And I see a lot of people who start out in the business, owning their own business, network marketing, whatever it is. And before long, people start dumping on them. They just start giving them all of these bad vibes, all of this bad information, and it starts to stick. It doesn't just slide off, it starts to stick. And before long, we've got people that are ready to quit their business because they can't get all this off of them. Mentally, they are distracted. Mentally, they have just been drugged down. And so I'm going to tell all of you that you better get a protective coating, and you better know when to apply it and how often to apply it, how much to apply, because when someone or something dumps all of their junk on you, their negativity, their bad ideas of how business should go, or any negativeness, right? They dump that on you. It needs to slide right off of you. It needs to come right off of you. And there's really two ways to do this, in my opinion. One, surround yourself with a close-knit group of people that can clean it off for you, right? They can tell you, positive things. They can tell you what was not true about those statements. They can tell you how you should be thinking, right? They kind of like clean it off for you, right? Wouldn't it be great if you had a boat or a car that cleaned itself, right? So we have friends that can help clean it off of us. But doesn't it make sense, even if you've got a good circle around you, right? Even if you've got friends willing to pick you up and lead you in the right direction, to talk you through negative situations, to clean up the mess. When people dump on you and they crap on you, it's nice to have a group of friends, business partners that can pick you up, carry you through that, right? But doesn't it make sense that you would still have some type of protection? I mean, you could think of a car with wax, right? Like, why do people wax their cars? Because it's a layer of protection. It makes the car prettier. It doesn't allow the bad stuff to stick to the good stuff. All right. And in my opinion, having a good circle of people around you that will help clean up the mess is really, really important. But ultimately, this is up to us individually to protect ourselves. And that second way to protect yourself when people dump on you is the personal development piece that every entrepreneur needs to really work on a daily basis. And sometimes seasonally, kind of like what my boat's going through right now, you got to apply a lot. So you may be going through a season right now in your life where people are just dumping on you. They're just giving you all of the bad vibes, all of the bad stuff. That is the season where you need to be putting on extra layers of personal development. Like literally, it may not be 15 minutes a day, might not be enough. And once a day might not be enough. You've got to pick up the pace. I mean, I know, going back to the boat, when those birds are out there heavy, I will hose the boat off sometimes twice a day. And so you may need to pick up the pace. You may need to increase your personal development consumption so that when people give you the negativity, when they dump things on you, it doesn't stick. It slides right off and you can keep on going, because if you don't, eventually it's going to stick. It's going to stink. I mean, there's so many parallels here, right? Like I can keep going with the bird poop on the boat. But people are nasty, just like those blackbirds. People are nasty, and they're going to do and say things, sometimes with good intention, but bad results. There's a lot of people who love you who are going to say things that are not good, but they're doing it because they love you. That's their way of protecting, but it's also their way of making sure you don't leave them. Right? A lot of people are fearful of taking chances to improve their life, and they will actually hold other people back, take them back with them. It's called the crab mentality. If you don't know what that is, go look it up. The crab mentality. When one crab tries to get out of a bucket or a basket, the other crabs will actually pull it back down in. Okay. You cannot be around people like that. Even though they've got good intentions, you cannot be around people like that. And so make sure that not only you are around good people, but you are doing your part. You're putting your protective layer down. And sometimes that protective layer needs to be done more than once a day. Just as much as necessary is what I'm saying. Whatever is necessary that you can go through the days of the weeks of the month or bad seasons and the bad stuff doesn't stick to you, because you're going to go through it. The blackbirds are coming in your life. They're coming. They're going to crap on you, and you better have some type of protection when it comes. So, a little bit different podcast, right, this week, but I went through this today and I thought there's a teaching point here. There's an analogy, and we could continue to, I could continue to draw this out for another 5 or 10, 15 minutes, but I don't think it's necessary. I think you guys get the point. But what I really want you to do is I want you to apply this, listening to this and going, yep, that makes sense. And then not doing it is worthless. Like, yeah, I need to wash the boat off. Yep, I need to wax the boat. But then not doing it, the bird poop's going to stick, guys. You got to do it. You got to go do it. Go do the things necessary so that when bad or negative things happen to you, it just rolls right off. It just slides right off, and you're able to continue growing your business. And listen, distractions, there's a lot of distractions right now. So many distractions that can sometimes lead to negative thoughts. And the saying is, thoughts become things. Before you reap the results, you thought it, good or bad. Before you get good results, you had good thoughts. Before you got bad results, you had bad thoughts. I'm telling you. The animal kingdom can sense this. The animal kingdom can sense fear. If you're afraid of dogs, dogs understand it. They feel it. And I'm pretty positive sharks do too. I don't have any science proof, but I'm pretty sure. So anyway, what I'm saying to you guys is do your part. Don't just sit back and expect people or things to just roll off of you if you don't have good people around you and you're not putting on the protective layers. Put the protective layers on. And I'm telling you, that's attractive to other people, because other people are not around good people. They're not putting the layers on. They're getting pooped on. Like, life is coming on them. It's dumping on them, but it's sticking to them. And believe me, no one wants to stink, right? No one wants the mess. That's why when leaders like you show up, it's attractive. But be the leader. Set the pace. Show other people how to set the pace. So I hope you guys enjoyed just this real brief episode of the Freedom Factory, but maybe a powerful one, because this is a mental game, guys. Most all of you know business is not physical, it's mental. And it's usually the last person standing that wins. Sometimes you just have to be the last person standing to get the business. I believe that's where network marketing is right now. There's so many companies falling left and right, and is only a few leaders left that truly know MLM, love MLM, and know how to have success without caving in to the pressures of what all this other stuff that's out there is. So see you guys next week with another topic. Enjoy. Bye.